Imagine a boy who can't be stopped, not by bullets, nor by fate itself. This is the story of Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy, the Straw Hat Pirate, became a legend, but his origins are wilder than any tale. It all began in a small village by the sea. Luffy was a boy who dreamed big. From a young age, Luffy wanted to be a pirate. An impossible dream, some said. His idol? The fearless, red-haired Shanks, a pirate who would change Luffy's destiny forever. Luffy's loyalty and courage were tested early when he stabbed himself under the eye to prove his bravery. But one mistake changed everything. Luffy ate the devil fruit, a forbidden treasure that granted him a rubber body. Now, his body could stretch, bounce, and take punches like no other. Luffy became something the world had never seen. But with power came a price. Luffy lost the ability to swim. The sea, his future, became his greatest danger. At just 17, Luffy set sail alone. His goal? Find the One Piece and become the king of the pirates. He wore a simple straw hat, a priceless gift from Shanks, and a promise of adventure. Luffy crossed the dangerous East Blue, heading towards the Grand Line, a sea full of secrets, enemies, and dreams. One by one, he built his crew, the Straw Hat Pirates. Each member had their own pain, but found hope with Luffy. First came Zoro, the swordsman, fierce, loyal, and powerful. Then Nami, a brilliant navigator who could read the weather and guide them through any storm. Usopp, a sharpshooter and storyteller, added heart and courage. Sanji, the chef, was more than a cook. His legs became weapons, and his loyalty was unmatched. Chopper, the adorable doctor, a reindeer who became human and fought with heart. Nico Robin, the archaeologist, joined with a haunting past and knowledge of lost secrets. Frankie, the cyborg shipwright, gave the crew their mighty ship and strength. Brook, the skeleton musician, brought music and laughter to their dark journey. And Jimbei, the powerful helmsman and former warlord, completed the crew. Together, these Straw Hats became a new family, risking everything for their captain. Luffy's personality drew people in. He was joyful, goofy, and seemed carefree, but beneath that, he hid sharp instincts. He often thought with his stomach, eating everything in sight, and always up for a feast. But, make no mistake, Luffy was a leader who inspired loyalty without ever demanding it. Faced with danger, Luffy's smile would vanish. When his friends were threatened, he became a force of nature. His signature move? The Gum Gum Pistol. A punch so fast, it could shatter stone. As enemies grew stronger, Luffy unlocked new powers called gears. Each transformation changed the course of battle. But his powers weren't just for show. Luffy's bounty soared, marking him as the world's most wanted pirate. Every island he visited, Luffy made enemies and friends. Ordinary people saw hope in his eyes. Luffy's journey wasn't just about treasure. It was about freedom and the right to live by his own rules. He faced the might of the world government, the Marines, and the warlords of the sea, each more dangerous than the last. Even the four emperors feared his rise. The balance of the world began to tilt. Luffy's family was legendary. His father, Monkey D. Dragon, led a revolution against the world's rulers. His grandfather, Garp, was a Marine vice admiral, sworn to capture pirates, even his own grandson. Luffy's sworn brothers, Ace and Sabo, were legends in their own right. Their bond ran deeper than blood. Early in his journey, Luffy's courage inspired his crew. He never hesitated, no matter the odds. Luffy's sense of justice was simple: protect his friends and fight for anyone who needed help. Enemies underestimated him, thinking he acted foolish. But Luffy always had a plan, even if it looked like luck. He read people instinctively, choosing each crew member for what they brought to the dream. For Luffy, true strength was never about power alone. It was about trust. Even in chaos, his friends believed in him. Luffy always found a way, even as the world turned against him. As the story continued, Luffy's bounty climbed. He became a threat not only to pirates, but to the world's rulers. Fights grew fiercer. Luffy clashed with powerful warlords, marines, and emperors. He defended entire islands, like Fishman Island and Wano, bringing hope to the hopeless. Through every fight, Luffy's spirit never broke. He refused to kill his enemies, choosing a different path. After 2 years, Luffy returned stronger than ever, commanding a fleet of over 5,600 pirates. He was now one of the emperors of the sea, feared by friends and foes alike. Few knew his true secret. The devil fruit he ate was the human fruit, model sun god Nika. Its power was legendary. Official records called it the gum fruit, hiding its real power from the world. Luffy was immune to electricity and most blunt attacks, but sharp weapons could wound him. The government feared what Luffy represented, true freedom. They spread lies, desperate to stop him. But Luffy's legend grew with every adventure, becoming one of the most recognized faces on Earth. He appeared in every episode, film, and game. His story, a beacon for those who dream. The voice behind Luffy, Mayumi Tanaka, brought the pirate to life in Japan. In English, different actors voiced Luffy, from Chuck Powers to Colleen Clinkenbeard, spreading his legacy worldwide. In the live-action series, Luffy was played by Iñaki Godoy, showing a new side of the Pirate King. Yet, no matter the voice or the face, Luffy's message was the same. Chase your dreams, no matter how far. His looks evolved too, from a white shirt and blue shorts as a kid to the iconic red vest and sandals. After great battles, scars marked his body, a testament to every risk taken for his crew. Creator Eiichiro Oda once said, "Luffy would be Brazilian if he lived on our world, a symbol of global spirit." Luffy was designed to be simple, honest, and fun, always moving forward, never weighed down by regrets. He rarely worried about consequences, acting on impulse, following what felt right. Yet every crew member respected him because he would risk everything for their safety. His journey reflected the best qualities in all of us: hope, courage, and laughter in the face of darkness. Behind every battle and every joke, Luffy stood for one thing: never giving up, no matter the odds. Even his enemies sometimes changed their ways, moved by his mercy and persistence. Luffy's story became a beacon to fans everywhere, teaching us that a pirate's heart can shine bright. In every poll, Luffy ranks #1, a sign of how deeply he connects with people of all ages. Not just a hero, but a legend, Luffy sails on, a symbol of freedom, laughter, and daring dreams. And that is the heart of Monkey D. Luffy, the boy who became the Pirate King and changed the world forever. Even now, new adventures await. The sea calls, and Luffy answers, ready to face the unknown. His story isn't over. The legend of Luffy will echo as long as the wind blows across the Grand Line. And as long as people dream of freedom, someone, somewhere, will wear a straw hat and carry on his spirit. Every journey has challenges that test the heart. Luffy's resolve was forged in moments of loss as well as triumph. The loss of Ace, his brother, shattered Luffy to the core. It was a moment that changed him forever. But even in heartbreak, Luffy rose again, stronger, wiser, and more determined to protect those he loved. Every scar told a story. Luffy's chest was marked by a deep X-shaped scar, a memory of loss and battle. He refused to let the past define him. Instead, Luffy inspired others to find courage within their own pain. The friendships Luffy formed along the way became the real treasure of his journey. His laughter was infectious, lifting spirits even in the darkest times. Some called him foolish, but Luffy's willingness to risk everything made others believe in the impossible. Thanks to Luffy, the Straw Hats became more than pirates. They became symbols of hope for the oppressed. Legends say the will of D burns bright in certain chosen ones. In Luffy, it blazed like a beacon across the sea. His adventures were filled with whimsy and danger, giant whales, living islands, and clouds that could be walked upon. Even as his legend grew, Luffy never changed. In every port he greeted strangers with a smile and open hand. The Straw Hat flag struck fear into oppressors, but promised hope for common people. The Grand Line was treacherous, Fierce storms, sea kings, and rival pirates, Luffy faced all with a fearless grin. No matter the threat, Luffy's dream never faltered. He taught us that destiny is something you chase, not inherit.